What is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with some breaking Cleveland Guardians free agency news for you guys. As the Guardians have made a signing and they're bringing back a fan favorite. As Jeff Passan broke the news on Twitter a little bit ago, and yeah, Vibes Man is back. Yep, as according to Jeff Passan on Twitter, and I quote, Catcher Austin Hedges and the Cleveland Guardians are in agreement on a 1-year contract, sources tell ESPN. He'll return to the Guardians as a backup for Bo Naylor. Now, part of me is like, really? You couldn't find a better catcher, right? We all know how much of a liability he is at the plate. I mean, just look at his baseball savant page. I mean, damn, son. Legit, you could have a dude with no arms go up to the plate, and you'd probably have a better chance of getting a hit with him than Austin Hedges. Now, sometimes Austin will run into a hit, but yeah, he's a virtual black hole at the plate. Now, behind the plate, that dude's elite. I mean, look at Emmanuel Clase. He had two of his best seasons as a major leaguer with Austin Hedges behind the dish. And he did kind of help Bo Naylor improve as a catcher, not gonna lie. But yeah, my main gripe is he sucks as a hitter. He is a guy that you do not want to see at the plate in a big moment. Like if you see him grabbing a bat as a pinch hitter late in the game, you're like, yep, we lost. Or like, let's say it's bottom of the ninth, right? You're down a run. And you look at who's due up. You see Austin Hedges' name. You're like, okay, well, do they have any pinch hitters available? Because you know that if he gets to the plate, he ain't going to do crap. Unless he runs into one, which happens every once in a while. But yeah, he's not great as a hitter. Let's just put it like that. I'm not even going to pull up his stats because there's really nothing there. Like, legit, there's nothing. I mean, legit looking at his spray chart on Baseball Savant. I kid you not. There's barely like a dozen hits at all from last year. He only had like 4 balls legit like get deep into the outfield. Most of his hits were like infield stuff. Freaking crazy, man. Now, to be fair, in 2022, he did have 7 home runs. But yeah, um, he's had a sub 200 average uh the last couple years. Man, I mean, we legit could have done better. I mean, maybe Darno and Higashioka wanted too much, and Denny Jensen, maybe they just didn't like the vibe he was giving off or something. But damn, I thought they would go somewhere else with the backup catcher, right? Someone who can actually hit, right? But no, they wanted to bring back the man with the good vibes. I think they were just too scared to not bring him back because when we didn't bring him back before, when we had Mike Zunino as our backup catcher, granted, Zunino, I guess he wasn't our backup, he was our main guy, but he was coming off a major injury, right? I think it was like a thoracic outlet syndrome or something. It was crazy. And he pretty much fell off a cliff after a while. And Guardians fans on social media were like, yeah, they're never freaking signing another free agent ever again because of that. That and the Josh Bell signing. Although Josh Bell did do all right, yeah, he's still underperformed. But now Guardians fans are saying this is probably going to be their only signing. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all if Austin Hedges was the lone outside, well, not outside, but lone MLB free agent they brought in on an MLB contract. I'm sure they'll sign guys to minor league deals. They always do every year. But yeah, I bet you Hedges will be one of the only guys they sign to a legit MLB contract because that's just the way the Dolans roll. I mean, we're talking about a team coming off an ALCS appearance, and the front office wants to go shopping. Don't get me wrong, they do, but ownership is just too damn stubborn. They don't want to spend. God, pisses me off. They're gonna squander the good vibes that this team has, right? They had over 2 million people come to the ballpark this past season. I mean, they had quite a few sellouts. What was it, 14? And the one move they're going to make is Austin Hedges. They're probably just going to bring back everybody. Bring back Boyd. Bring back Bieber. They brought back Hedges. They probably signed a couple guys to like minor league deals. And then they're going to go into the season with what they already have. In fact, let me pull up Fangraphs real quick, and I'm going to run through our roster. I'm not going to put it on screen, but I'll just read through what I think our opening day starting nine, as well as our rotation would be like heading into the regular season. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I hope we go out and sign a good power bat and maybe some bench depth. Because their bench right now, man, it's lacking big time. As of today, our projected opening day starting lineup would be Kwan, Manzardo, J-Ram, Naylor, Lane Thomas. That's a solid top five. Then you get to Brennan, Jimenez, Bo, and Rocchio. They could definitely do better, especially in right field and honestly at shortstop. I mean, Rocchio does have a little, hidden like power, but man, that dude cost us so many times in the playoffs with his botched fielding. Ironically enough, he was one of our best hitters. Kind of funny, isn't it? And then the bench, Austin Hedges, Gabriel Arias, Daniel Schneemann, and Junk. Like I said, it's severely lacking on the bench. And then as far as our starting rotation goes, right now, it would be Tanner Bybee, Ben Lively, Gavin, Joey Cantillo, and Tristan McKenzie. Now, of course, we'll see if they bring back Bieber and Boyd, which if they do, that makes our rotation a little bit better. I mean, Tanner, Boyd, Bieber, who will be back at some point during the season, probably June at the absolute latest. He'll probably come back around the time that we signed Boyd last year, like right around June. And then you have Gavin and probably Tristan. And then, of course, you have our bullpen, which we'll see if Trevor Stephan and Sam Hentges, see how they look coming back. I think Stephan will be ready to go, but Hentges, we'll see. They activated them, so that's good, but got to see how they do in spring training. But man, not the best situation right now, right? Maybe they'll shock me and they'll go out and sign some guys, but I just don't know anymore. I am honestly getting fed up with the Dolans and their just, lack of spending, right? If the Guardians get outspent by teams like the White Sox, the A's, the Tigers, who they beat in the playoffs, Kansas City, if they get outspent by those teams coming off an ALCS appearance, like honestly, if things went a little better, they probably get past the Yankees, if you ask me, right? pitching kind of wore down and the lineup didn't show out when needed. Mainly the rotation kind of just wore down, especially the bullpen. But yeah, if things go a little better, they probably win and they go to the World Series. Probably get decimated, but hey, they made it. But yeah, Austin Hedges is the first signing for the Guardians. Well, should I say first and probably only signing for the Guardians? Because, like I said, if we're being honest, the Guardians probably won't sign too many other guys, if any more at all. Because that's just how they roll. Had to bring back the vibes, man, though. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And welcome back, Austin. Maybe we can continue, being really good when it comes to pitching. But yeah, I do not want to see this guy at the plate really at all. If there was a way we could sign a third catcher to be our actual backup and have Hedges just simply be like a pseudo coach, I'd be down with that. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to have 3 catchers on their team. Right? Like, you have a catcher who can only hit, and then you have Hedges who can only defend. What if they actually did that, though? No. I don't even think that'd be possible. Right? A designated hitting catcher and a designated fielding catcher. Wow. But like I said, this is probably the only move they're going to make. So now we will go through the rest of November, December, January, and most of February with probably nothing else. We'll see, though. Maybe they'll shock me. I hope they do. I hope they do. Like I've said prior times, the Dolans should take the initiative and spend some damn money. Get this fan base even more excited than they already are. You're coming off an ALCS appearance. Like, come on now, man. And don't let the damn Tigers in Kansas City come out here and take your freaking crown. Because you know the Tigers, they're going to spend. Because they're not freaking penny pinching losers like you, Dolans. If you don't want to spend, give the keys to David Blitzer and let him spend. Because based off of what his other teams have done, because he is the owner of other teams in sports, the Devils and the Sixers, they spend money. But then again, different leagues, different rules. But still, they spend money. Let him spend if you don't want to. Right? It's the way it is. It's like if you can't drive it, park it. If you don't want to spend, give David Blitzer the keys to the franchise and you step aside and let him take over. Simple as that. Because we're wasting Jose's prime. You can't really afford to waste too many more years of Jose. He'd take less money to stay here. Make it worth it. Spend some damn money. Why? No, they won't, but I'm just saying. I'm literally speaking on deaf ears because I know those losers ain't listening to the fans. They're going to probably, like I said, bring back everybody. They're going to bring back Boyd and Bieber, and then that'll be it, most likely. They're going to pull a Cavs and just bring back all their inside guys. And then they're probably going to, hire Junior Betances to be the hitting coach. They're literally going to keep everything inside the organization because they're too scared to go outside the organization. Although they did that for manager, and it worked out pretty well. I'm just ranting on, so I'm going to stop before I get way too deep into it. But with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we'll see if they do anything else. Probably not, but you never know. With that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Guardians, and I'm out. Bye-bye.